I told that for me. Drop my top, now I'm. A lot of these rappers getting old to me. Publishing, you owe it to me. I'm dropping the top and showing it. Run to the money, we trying to get fed. I my mind and I had a vision. And then I arrived.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets playing host to the LA Clippers. Los Angeles controls the tap. George, and that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
To George. Leonard. Fires the three. He was all over him. Porter. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second as well. It's LA Clippers ball. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good. Murray with it. Down by one. Here comes the screen to Jokic. And the finish. Slam dunk.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Beverly to Paul George. Leonard. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he'll head to the line.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
Jamal Murray has got 2 shots coming. He struggled so far. First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to George. Leonard. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Finish that.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Nuggets have the possession. Offensive rebound. And the reward, he's going to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try, no good. Off the mark, 0 for 2 at the line. Leonard. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Gary Harris, tough matchup against George. Gets a look, can't hit. Beverly into the front court. They're down 3. A pass stolen by the Nuggets. The pass taken away by the Clippers. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard.
To number 27, Jamal Murray. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second to 3, got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Jokic. And the rebound brought down by Harrell. To Williams. Beverly. Leonard. Off the mark. To Millsap. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Beverly. Leonard. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And a throwdown.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
Nuggets with the basketball. That is great vision to set it up. Michael Porter Jr. above the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw up and good, and the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen, and they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
Team foul number 4. Los Angeles Clippers are at the limit. Entering the game for LA, number 13.
Nikola Jokic. 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's George for 2 and strokes it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray with the basketball. Down a point. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Oh, emphatic slam.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Substitution being made in this one. Martin to Jokic. Had a chance, but it's no good. Jokic to Porter. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Won't go down. Nothing going here on that drive. George. Paul George. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Good. Off a spin.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
George, he has scored 11 points. He's knocked down 3 threes. What a start.
He's on pace for 44 points in this ballgame. You probably want to limit his touches and actually start contesting some shots.
Here we go. High ball.
Jokic knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
George. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
I got so far.
And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Paul George. Beverly. George. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. To Beverly. Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and his woes from deep continue. It's no good again. Paul George able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Leonard, at long last, he couldn't buy a three to start this game, but he finally gets one to go down.
And you see, Ed, when he shot that one, he wasn't hoping for the ball to go in. He knew the ball was going in. That was the difference.
Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Leonard shakes free and hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Nikola Jokic. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Leonard. Beverly. Beyond the arc for 3, and Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Trying to cash in? Not today. To Wade. Beverly. To George. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. A pass down low to Beasley. From the painted area, won't go down. LA Clippers with the basketball. George, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Martin into the front court. Down by 15. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Paul George to Lopez. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Robin Lopez. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it to Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Will Barton at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Leonard. For 3. That's how you defend. Nice finish at the rim.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's at 35%. He's taken a lot of shots so far.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Screen coming. They get it to George. Down low. To Leonard. 4-3. Now that's a contest. Nice pass to set things up. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Pass there, taken away by Denver. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Martin into the front court. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen.
Screen right.
To Porter. From long range. Won't go down.
Screen.
George. Down low to Williams. Lou Williams. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Martin into the front court. His guys down big. And the Clippers with the rebound. Porter Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. George, wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Missed the foul shot. To George. Beverly to Paul George. To Beverly. Paul George. Wade. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. Dwayne Wade is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 76% from the line. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. Barton. Nice pass to get things going.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Barton to Porter.
Screen, I got your help.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Michael Porter, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Denver ball right now. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot even.
Wade to Paul George. Dwayne Wade. Fires the 3, and the rebound's taken by Plumlee. Short jumper stays out. Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Wade. George. To Wade. Paul George. Fires the 3, and Paul George good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Martin into the front court. He'll run the offense. Gary Harris against Paul George. Paul George tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Slam dunk, Will Barton.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Paul George. To Beverly. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Barton. Clippers have got it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George. To Beverly. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. Montrezl Harrell pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Here we go.
To Lopez. Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To Beverly. Lets it fly from long range. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
George. For 3. Textbook defense. To George. Beverly. To Paul George. Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Denver's got it. To Jokic. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2.
Into the game for the Denver Nuggets, number 8.
Right.
Nothing going here on that drive. LA with 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Can't connect from inside. Screen coming. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Jokic. Down low for Harris. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Leonard practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Knocked loose. Keeps the ball in bounds. That's what you want to see. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Leonard. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Leonard, down low George, to Leonard. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
I'm here. I got ball.
Gary Harris against George. To Jokic. From the outside, no good. 4-3. Can't get the bounce. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Leonard to George from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
Wait, Ed, have you ever seen a slow-speed car chase? That's what that looked like.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Has a look. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
To Paul George. Beverly. To George. Beverly. To Paul George. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended. Clippers have it. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. I got him.
Kawhi Leonard swats it. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Clippers have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Nuggets were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've been scrapping, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Blocks.
The Los Angeles Clippers came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Murray into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. To Jokic. Flushes it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. Paul George to Beverly. Short jumper misses.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty, just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Gets to the basket and scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Murray into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. And they call the foul. Felt a breeze there, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Nikola Jokic against George. It's LA Clippers ball. Strong finish for Paul George.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Murray with the basketball. Down a bundle. Oh, whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Porter. Robin Lopez. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Lopez. Beverly. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Paul George trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. It's Denver's ball.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Leonard, nice pass to set things up. Short jumper off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Leonard to Beverly. Fires the three. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open three.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
I got ball. That's me.
Wide open look won't go.
Screen on your left. I got him. Trap. Got him.
Kawhi Leonard. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Harris against Paul George. Knocked loose. George down low for Leonard. A big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Curling inside. Add 2 points to the board.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Defense, let's go.
Leonard to Lopez. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
They've got it now. To Lopez. And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. And he drains it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here's Leonard for two. Off the mark. Well contested. Robin Lopez looking good. 4 for 5.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Count the basket inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly. Great pass to set it up. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Shot for Leonard, no good. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Paul Millsap. He's got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second one as well. To George. Count the basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. It's good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Barton on the drive. Can't finish. Another follows. Still no good. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Mason Plumlee at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Misses the first. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Williams. Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Barton. Off the assist.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Leonard. Ah, rocking the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Nuggets have the possession. Driving right to the basket. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Down to 5 on the 24. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Williams to Beverly. To Leonard. Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Lou Williams. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. 1 bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Shot clock winding down. Not that time. From the painted area, won't go down. Can't connect.
Keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Got it. The mark.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Will Barton, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the second after missing the first. The screen sets him up for 2.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. Not that time. Clippers have it. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Surveys the floor. Leonard to Williams. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. And the rebound claimed by Denver. Third quarter comes to an end. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet. But with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
To Williams. Leonard. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
To Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Jokic. Marcin Gortat with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Leonard to Williams. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Williams. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. No good. Leonard to Wade. For three, he'll still beat you. Dwayne Wade, nobody even close. Buries it.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the Clippers able to clear the board. To Leonard. Lopez. To Leonard. Williams. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Pass there taken away by Denver. And draws the foul.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Jamal Murray has got 2 shots coming. He struggled so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Clippers have the basketball to Williams. Gets it in the left corner. Williams. To Wade. LA with 4 to shoot. Lou Williams. 4 out of 7.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight. Over to the right side. 4-3. Rebound taken by Gortat. And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Nuggets have the possession. Jokic to Porter. Michael Porter Jr. above the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead.
Take coming.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Williams' shot won't go. To Jokic. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's LA Clippers ball. Probing the defense. He's looking for an opening. Wade to Lopez. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Williams. And finishes strong. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. LA Clippers with the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Weighs his options. Not that time. And the basket good at the rim.
It's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Gortat. Martin into the front court. Down a bundle. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Lou Williams. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Slam dunk, Will Barton.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Sizing up the defense. Beverly to Gortat. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Martin into the front court. Looking to make something happen. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Count the basket at the rim.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Montrezl Harrell rejects it. They've got it in the open floor. To Leonard. To the outside. And the finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Leonard. Oh, had him going there for a second. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer.
Check. Right.
LA with 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. Not that time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Clippers have the basketball. Here's Leonard for 2. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Murray into the front court. His guys down big. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. He throws it down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Can't connect from in close. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
It's LA Clippers ball. To Gortat. Paul George. to Beverly. George. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
2 points.
On the shot clock. George, that won't go. To Beverly. George, 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Jamal Murray at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 37% in this one. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. To Paul George. Leonard. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The assist from number 1.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers did what great teams do best, finish. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Nuggets are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Denver Nuggets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, you got no time for that. How could you move it like you call you back? Leave me alone.